Hello, my lovelies. I am doing this video on my fast, not live. We tried the live earlier and water was not approving of this. There were some glitches. So we are going to pre-record this and let everything flow as it is intended. And I will go ahead and post it this evening. So let's get into it. I have been promising to share with you guys my fast. I called it a feminine fast because the purpose of it was for reset, for pouring back into oneself, for making sure that energetic boundaries are intact, letting go of anything that might be distracting or taking away from any sense of sovereignty, or even just basic alignment of what's aligned, right? And so water in of itself is very cleansing, it's very healing. As everyone knows, the body itself is made up mostly of water. So when we do any kind of a fast, it's going to create a very healing energetic reset and a purge of everything that is not in alignment with us. And that is what this one did. But the main difference between the feminine fast and the more masculine oriented fasting is masculine fasting is more about restriction, discipline, possibly weight loss, possibly some sort of a challenge, like a 30-day challenge or something along those lines. Whereas feminine fasting is more about a gentle, nurturing, energetic reset and you really getting in touch with yourself. It's not about what you're doing or not doing. It's simply about pulling your energy back into you, into what is important for you. And that's what this fast did for me. So it was only 2 days and I approached it very gently. I did a beef bone broth fast with butter and an egg yolk blended, so it was frothy. I had 2 cups of that a day. One in the morning after I had my electrolyte water with the trace minerals, and then one at lunch. And then for dinner I had a special treat where I did beef bone broth with melted Swiss cheese on top, kind of like French onion soup for the carnivore. And then I allowed myself to have 1 small cup of coffee in the morning with heavy whipping cream and stevia. So this wasn't a rule book I was following. There was no pressure. There was no one telling me how to fast or what to do. I was just following my own intuition. As a result, I experienced more energy than I've experienced in a long time. And this is coming from someone that practices extreme energetic boundary and selectivity in who and what and where I entertain. And yet I still found that there was a huge difference simply just by getting off of social media altogether, not engaging with clients, not engaging with friends and family, making sure that all of my basic responsibilities were done in advance, and simply just locking myself away and really concentrating on nurturing myself, allowing guidance to come, downloads, visions, dreams, allowing myself to just simply do whatever the fuck I felt like doing. And in most cases, I had this idea oh, I'm probably going to be drawing and sketching, working on music. But it really wasn't about creative output for me and for this particular fast. It was really about receiving. And so what did I do? I did a little tiny bit of reading and I played some, games on my phone, but mostly I just received. I just allowed myself to receive. And I had ideas for my personal life. I had epiphanies about just areas in my life, things to adjust. All of a sudden it was like enlightenment hit me and I could find out, oh my gosh, there's certain ways I could be improving my business and my containers and easier ways of doing this, that, and the third. And everything was just flowing to me because I wasn't distracted with interference. I wasn't distracted with anything or anyone in my external reality. Now, we should always be concentrating on giving to ourselves first, living ourselves first. Being centered on that, pouring, into our cup, because we can't pour from an empty cup. 100%. But what this fast showed me is the importance of pouring into our own cup and just letting it overflow without it going anywhere else, and what that does for us. Now, this definitely ties back into my upcoming ebook, which most of you are familiar with. What most of you are not familiar with is that I will be launching it February 28th, and that the pre-order sale is only going to be lasting another couple weeks at $9.99. The price is going to go up after that. But this book, The Dark Feminine Codex, Activate Your Siren, Succubus, and Vampire DNA, connects completely to this fast, because it's all about pouring into yourself. It's all about letting things flow to you, drawing things in, being magnetic effortlessly, which is a siren energy, also connecting to water and the power of water and its healing properties, right? And then there's the succubus archetype, which is all about doing things from pleasure, from sexual desire and power. It doesn't have to be something projected outward. Just having that current within you and acting upon what feels good and pleasurable for you is part of that as well. And the vampire, like having energetic boundaries, being sovereign, being self-contained and unbothered, not giving a fuck about what goes on around you or what people do or say or think. Everything is fuel, right? So this fast was a game changer for me. It brought dreams, like really detailed dreams, showing me exactly what needed to go, what was coming in. It brought clarity and downloads about how to do things in my everyday life, in my business, in my personal life. And it was rejuvenating. I had so much energy, I didn't know what to do with it. And I realized, wow, even though I am somebody that is constantly taking in energy, transmuting it, and adding it to my power, and I'm somebody with strong energetic boundaries and very selective, even with that being the case, we're still outputting energy every day, whether we're on social media, whether we're running a business, whether we're working a job, whether we're taking care of our kids, whether we're cleaning our house, whether we're traveling, whether we're doing a project. Energy is going out. And so what this did was this allowed all of my energy to stay within me. I didn't even know what to do with it. I was like, this is insane. It was wonderful. So that level of retreat and pouring into our cup, I feel like we should do on a semi-regular basis anyway. But we should always have like those energetic boundaries in place and always be selective. And ask ourselves, just put a hand on our chest, ourselves, is there anything that I'm giving access to that's not in alignment for me? Is this in alignment for me? Do I feel a sense of expansion, or do I feel a sense of shrinking or contraction? I actually did a short video clip on that that's in the shorts. If you guys want to check it out about that too. But I highly recommend a feminine fast for anyone wanting to reset and reinvigorate themselves, reclaim, receive all this shit right now. So definitely pre-order my ebook if you haven't already. I would also highly recommend, if you feel called to book a session with me, one-on-one coaching session with me, I can actually help you design a fast specifically for you that will work with these archetypes and with your magnetic dark feminine journey. So if you feel called to any of this, links are in the description of this video. I really hope that this resonated with you guys. And I just want to say thank you so much for your support. Definitely like this video and share it if you found it to, resonate with you, to be helpful in any kind of way. I will be doing more video polls in the very near future. So if you'd like to vote in the next video, definitely keep an eye out for those posts. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for more. I am Brianna, the Aligned Empress Coach, and thank you for joining me on this journey. Take care.